See, listen to this. Okay, then I'm gonna stop. Hey, I'm gonna eventually stop doing this. You see, there's a lot of things I notice, and I'm gonna speak about it too. So first of all, I don't live on my phone. Okay. First of all, now I am no longer in my past. I changed all of that. Oh, I would love to meet somebody in person. Oh yes, I would love to meet people in person. You know what I mean? I said this quite earlier beforehand on different projects, you know what I'm saying? On different things that God and Jesus Christ had led me. You see, this is what things happen. I notice that God knows what the enemy does. You see, us original people, like me and everybody else, you notice that, us, what we're doing, there's a mimicker. The ones that mock and scoff and try to do the same things you do. Always see me on the couch, right? Talking, or you see me out and do stuff, and then there's somebody, and I do the short and sweet videos, and then people start doing that too and follow along and try to do exactly what I do, or you as well. If you look at it, you know what I'm saying, that's the enemy tactics as well. And then they're gonna try to flip it on you and say this and that. You feel what I'm saying? They're going to flip on, and you see, because you see, that's the whole thing of it. Because they play with the dude and something. I don't live on my phone. That's one thing. I was born before social media. I don't live on my phone. Technically, I don't, because I got rid of Instagram. I got rid of Facebook. I'm hearing off and on. Okay, so what? I don't have platforms, or I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't use it as to be famous. I didn't really get it to be famous. Actually, I added all these people by hand myself. If you look at the statistics of how many I'm following and this and that, and they decide to add, I did it for a reason, because the one that been doing it naturally. Now, I don't have to pay for you to like me. I don't pay for that. I don't really care less. I'm thankful for subscribers all naturally, whatever the case may be. But you see how I look at it? This don't matter. This camera stuff, it doesn't matter to me. On and off the social media, people are the same way. I could be off of social media and nobody's around. But I don't need to go around and about going to different things, because that stuff, there's no longer a place for me. I don't drive. Okay, so if you guys know that I don't drive, then you're my friend. You're my friend. You will always be my friend. You would not switch up on me. You would be there like God is. Okay, God is the true friend. Now we want to be real about it. God gets all the glory. You know what I mean? So therefore, yes, that's why we build a relationship, and we do that. But there's a lot of things that I have done and shown you all. And then I see a lot of people either trying to mimic what I do and then say this and that, or, this and that. But I don't live on my phones, and I never did. And maybe they're helpers, but they don't come and show love on that channel, but I go ahead and show love on their channel. Or this and that, but I'm not fighting against nobody. I'm not, because like I said, it's not about competition with anybody else. It's self-competition. And when they start to realize that still, regardless, maybe love is my weakness, but also my strength. And I'm not ashamed to hide that either. But you see, here's the thing. God will always provide. Now, I was born 1990 when you had the green lettering on the computers. You know how that was. you know. So, but I didn't create the thirst computer. I didn't create none of the iPhones or nothing like, or phones at all, period. These are none of my devices or nothing like that. There were a lot that I was, technology and stuff like that was used before me. So, I mean, before I was born, but growing up, I know about AOL dial-up. I know about, Roadrunner. I know about floppy disk. I know about that stuff. Growing up, I had to go outside and play before I could play video games. Super Nintendo. I wasn't live around, I wasn't live around the 80s where you had the Atari or something like that. But, but you get what I'm saying. Duck Hunt, and I know about the classic Nintendo. I barely was in growing up in that, and then growing up on Super Nintendo, and so on and so on. So therefore, yes, I mean, I knowing all of this stuff, iPhone used to be just the iPod Touch. The difference is you have a calling button. So therefore, you see how everything develops. I mean, I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. You know what I mean? But the best technology you could ever have is the Word, is the Bible. Because he's never out of date. He says what's going on. He knows everything. That's why Satan hates Genesis and Revelation. But see, I love it. I like it. I love the reproach. I love it. I love God. God has been my best friend. You see, this camera don't do it. It's just that I know I'm mature enough. Okay, look, I could drop this if I wanted to. But evidently, say, hey, look, I have nobody to talk to. Nobody comes around on or off social media. It doesn't matter. So, hey, but if I drop this social media and these videos anyways, if I dropped all of that, guess what? You got cameras recording y'all anyways. Did you guys know that? So you might as well go live and have nothing on because God sees everything. So when you do that, I'm not drawn to my phone. I don't live on my phone. I show a relationship with God, how to build a relationship with God. And guess what? Instead of just me telling you my flaws and my faults, it's actually showing you and growth. How God has fixed me and been fixing me. But it's not, I haven't, like I said, I wasn't around, I didn't have the phone on me all the time my whole life. I've been on and off. I fasted and stuff on like that. Not like that, but before, because how could I do that when I was alive before social media anyways? So it wasn't always naturally part of my life. So I'm not addicted to it because I'm not. It may say like it, but it's not addiction. I feel it's like, okay, I could drop this phone. I don't need it. Okay? I really don't. I use it only for jobs. If I have a job while I'm working, then why you on your social media then? You have pride and ego, right, y'all? For the ones that, saying that, oh, this and that, but they saying this and that, but some people will say, but you're on it too. More days often than not. So pluck out your own eye. You know what I mean? Just because if you want to be real about it, then nobody should have YouTube. Nobody should have this and that. If we all going to say we all this, I will drop this YouTube stuff. Sometimes I don't even go live on YouTube. They won't allow me because I'm going to keep it real 100. But yes, understand this. You really can't say, I live on my phone because you're on people on the phones all the time on YouTube and stuff. And and if you want to be technical, I got rid of Instagram for 7 days straight. I've done it, I could deal with it without months. I've done it before. You know what I mean? It's like, I could do it again. And I can. Just like I stopped smoking cigarettes. No, and then it's, and then I did the cold turkey. I said, you know what? I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with it. And I was done with it. But it also helped with Jesus. But it's still, I could do anything in Christ. Understand with that. But yeah, sometimes he'll say, you know what? No, you got to be literally done with it. But yes, I'm pretty sure I could show you a good solid, for a long time if I want to. But you see, I'm not perfect. And two, what I'm saying, I have to, you have to, have to bring fellowship. I have to preach the word and preach the gospel. That's what I'm supposed to do. So some of y'all, most of all, live through the phone. So, so I do this and that for periods of time. Then, I take a break and try something else. And, whatever the case may be. Now, our priority is different. Yes, okay, cool. I like to vlog sometimes and make it a job for God. Oh, absolutely. And serve God, absolutely. But nowadays, sometimes, you know what? Don't need it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do, the 9 to 5 to me is way better. Now, the reason why I say 9 to 5 is way better, because, in a way better, because you're not being slothful. You're not being, you're not being lazy. You're working. And that's why I appreciate my job. So I'm like in a mixture. I could do both if I want to. But in reality, I serve God first. I put God first. I thank Him for the breath this morning. Yes, I did. I thanked Him. I appreciated it. And then I thank Him again. I'd say I'm thankful for the breath again. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for the breath. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful that the life that He gave me, to able to learn and grow and learn more. You see what I mean? But as in happy, but pride, no. Pride has never been, I'm not trying to be my thing. I'm not here. I'm humble. I'm not better than the next. You may have more followers than me. You think just because you have more muscle, don't mean you're better than me. You have flaws too. Don't live just a highlight and think you know it all. Don't be wise in your own eyes. You see, because you think, don't be more superior than others, because that's not how it's supposed to be. You know what? Just because you say, oh, I'm do this more superior than others, you know what I'm saying? But you're not. So be careful. Because you see, you could turn out to be. Don't be the, see, it could be your tactics. See, but I have no hidden agenda. That's my point. I have no hidden agenda. I'll do it in front of your face right here. Hey, I'm not here to hurt you. I've been humble. I've been this. This phone don't matter. It really don't. But I do need it. Yes, I do. And I do use it. I ain't gonna lie. Use it while I'm here. That's it. I usually use it, make phone calls for things like this and that. Yeah, so technically, you guys just don't understand. Yes, I will. I don't believe in that 6 feet rule. I don't believe in that, because you could come right now. Forget the 6 feet rule. Forget the mask. Give me a hug. Forget that. All that stuff. Yeah. Forget the Zoom. Let's go ahead. Let's have fellowship. Because you see, when I did offer people Bible study on Instagram, because they took me off of Facebook, and this is funny, because they took me off of Facebook because I said I wanted sex. That's for a reason I did this. Now this is the reason why, because you see, a lot of people make songs like F this and that, you know what I'm saying, and I seen the ads, you know what I'm saying, I seen it, right? But when I said I want sex, they blocked me out. So it's against guidelines. But when you come to showing videos of booty bouncing in the, you know what I'm saying? Now, come on now. Oh, you don't want to take that off, but mine's a little bit worse? Now, that's a trip. That's funny. That's really hilarious. You see, but I'm talking about meaningful sex. I would like to have that. I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man that has needs, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? But do I actually Lust, not really. I get flashes of lust, like, like this. I know is not of me. I know the enemy does that stuff, or they tap me in my dreams sometimes. But you see, it's not my doing. See, I don't act on it, but I shake it off and I say, you know what, God, hey, forgive me just in case. I do, because I know I'm not living it. I'm not looking for just a quickie. I'm looking for something meaningful. But not really looking. I just know that God provides, she'll come my way. But then they want to make it so hard. But you see, that's the thing. That's why love is my strength. And it can be my weakness. But in reality of things, who's the one living days of Noah getting knocked up, pregnant, married, and thinking they all big and bad just because of what the flesh is? Or, you see, but I get muscle. Yeah, this is muscle. That ain't just fat. No, I have muscle. I have fat too. I'm not, I may be big bone, but spiritually, I feel like, you know what? I'm not, I'm not holier than thou, but I do know I am blessed. Sure enough. You see, people need to stop being wise in their own eyes and thinking they know everything, and stop thinking that, because you don't. You could try to study all you want, but nobody's thoughts are greater than God, because God created it. So much how many times you try to dig for the truth, God will have the most superior thoughts. See, I'm not perfect, and nobody else is. Yes, we will be perfect when we all there. When it's all said and done. When all in a word, when it's all said and done. But as I been talking to y'all, and you guys think I would just live on my phone, little do you know, I get to work. Because the phone is not my identity. You can make it look like that, try to say it like that, but not really. It's not my identity. Because how I see it, everybody's on YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube. Well, are you on your phone or your tablet? So, evidently you're on 10. Then otherwise, if it wasn't your identity, you wouldn't be on it. So technically, it's not my identity. No. Identity is the true identity is your heart intentions. The true identity is in Christ, if you're in Christ. That's the true identity. I don't let this phone, I don't let this phone be a jeopardy. I don't let money be a jeopardy either. I don't let that be a factor in my life either. I rip it from your face. Do you remember that part? Do you remember that? I'm just saying though. I don't let nothing of this earth, try to, because that's what God told me to do. I'm not perfect. I am not holier than thou. No. I know I'm humble. I know my place. I'm not perfect at all by any means. But I'm not here to seek, kill, steal, destroy. I'm not. I'm no longer my past that I was. I live in the now. As I grew and grew. What happened, when I got wrecked, saying, hey, look, I'm feeling better, but then again, I still got a problem, but hey, I'll work on it. Ain't nobody trying to help, no nothing, no dollar. Yeah, but I'm losing weight, and I know getting back and forth, I guess is what I eat, but it's not gluttony, because I rarely eat. I don't eat, I guess, right. But I eat the right foods, but I don't, eat right. I guess I don't eat enough, and I don't eat too much, or I eat, It's just, okay, when I eat, I'm going to eat, But that's because either I'm go to work, or here reading word, praying, or watching videos of Jesus, or even sometimes I'll play video games or something like that. But going out there though, why would I go out there when there's tons of things that are not made for me, and I can't even drive anyways? I don't have a vehicle. I don't have friends. I should have friends before I go out. Why would I want to go out, risk my life, not risk my life, but it's just negativity, full of negativity. But then again, I go out, then nobody wants to hang. They overlook other than me anyways. They think they're better than me. No, I've been through that many times. I say, what, ain't nobody trying to, talk me. I'm not going to trust nobody like that, because the day is not the same. The days are not the same. I'm isolated sometimes, but I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. I get my addy. But you know what? Since they wanted, and this is how I get them, because you see, it's like the Holy Bible is to demons and the devil like garlic to vampires. They don't come unless, if it's about money. Oh, the vampires and all of them, the demons, they're going to come for the money. But when it comes to the Holy Bible, that's where I like to see where people show up. Because you see, I know people switched up me for money. They did, straight up. You know why? Because since I helped them out or helped people out, friends, whatever case may be, I don't expect nothing. There's some people help me out. I've been appreciated. They said I never had to pay back. But then once you show me truth, action, deed, you show me for months then you became associate. You didn't, or a stranger. You became a stranger a long period of time. That's what real life is like. Real life reality is, if you want to think about it. So my best friend has always been God and Jesus. Always has. Do I know? No, I don't know. No, we all learn and we grow. But in reality, whether you say you're narcissistic or whatever you this or whatever you that, ain't nobody shown me no greater friendship than God has. God has gave me the realest relationship. Jesus Christ Almighty High. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Because you see, nobody shows up. Yeah, they show up rarely, and God provides people in the time of need. Yes, of course, and I appreciate for that. But there's also the ones that the devil tries to send at me. But then again, you know what? They scurry out, because you know what? When I bring up the Bible study, they never want to come over. But when it comes to when I say, hey, look, I got some money. Watch this. I should buy a bottle of alcohol, a Henny bottle, even though I don't drink. I'm gonna show you guys something, and then I'm gonna go ahead and flash some money, right? And I guarantee you, people are gonna come over then. Because you see, this is how fishermen work, and this is how Satan's tactics roll. Because you see, they mimic me. They always mimic me, because I did the keep it short, sweet videos first. And then someone started doing that. And then, you got followers, you got this and that. Whose devices are these? What's Satan's favorite weapon? Oh, social media, right? But see, before I was alive before social media, and I barely had any friends then. Yeah, I had good associates, acquaintances, but who showed up at my birthday party? Just one. But then again, that one friend, you know what I'm saying? Now he's slowly not becoming, because he shows me, maybe God shows me that he's no longer this. That's why I don't really dwell on my past. That's why I'm focused on living in now and not tomorrow. But you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I'm not here. I look at the past sometimes to remind myself where I came from, and thank God I am not nothing like that no more. I might be big because hey, look, that's because of sensitivity, but it's also muscle. It ain't just fat. I'm just like, okay. And you know what? Even at the workplace, I conversate. They are nice, and then people will be so mean. The customers will be mean, and the coworkers are nice. They're one of the best coworkers I ever had. Now, do I know their personal life? No, but they, you know what? They treat me with respect. They treat me at least, hey, love, you know what I'm saying? They do. And my neighbors here where I live at, they're wonderful neighbors. Some of them, are a little hard to deal with. But you know what though? Guess what? Like God said, love the ones who hate me. Whatever the case may be. I know there's some people fake subscribers on here. They just troll. And there's some real subscribers, and I appreciate that too. And then, there's always going to be somebody who hates somebody going to say what they want to say. You can't satisfy everybody where you live in this way. You're not supposed to be anyways. You're not supposed to serve man. But I serve God, and I show the relationship that I have, the build, and everything else. Share my flaws. I don't have to live a highlight all the time just because I'd rather show you better than I tell you. I give the scripts. I give you all. I do it all. I do it, basically kind of do it all. I actually have been a watchman. I showed people that look at the clouds, look at this. What's going on. I try to tell you, but I don't have the, like as in, the right equipment, like to do. They won't let me do lives on here for some reason, but also I don't know how to do the screen thing. Double screen thing. So I can't get out of the iPhone, whatever the case may be. But I don't have where I could show you. I don't know. So I want to be able to so that everybody can look at the same time, But other than that, I try to stay off of the social media anyways. So I keep it out of balance. I'm supposed to be out of balance. In life, we're supposed to have a balance. You remember that? It's in the Bible too. And when you talk about rapture, I can't tell you guys the time. Only Jesus knows the time. No man, no woman, knows the time. That's true. But I'm not here to troll. I subscribe to certain channels. I listen to certain channels. Yes, it makes sense. But there's some things, you know what? We all got to figure out as a plan, because you see, I don't do evil for evil. I pick for people that stand for right in a way, and that are of God and everything else. But if I know there's some ones, that, I'm not picking at your weakness. I don't pick at nobody's weakness. But as a whole, we must, stick together. Now, if you're, I've subscribed, I guess, more than they subscribe to me. So I know maybe, I'm not sure they thought of my channel as well. I don't know. That I subscribe, I don't know. But I know I reciprocate the best energy I can. I'm always there at other people's channel more than my own channel sometimes. That's because, why? Because, I listen. You learn and you grow. I like fellowship. I have nobody to hang with. I really don't. You guys have husband, wives, or probably hang friends and everything else. I got no friends. So yes, that's why I spend most of my time listening and learning and observing. But I have my own reputation with God. So yes, I don't try to mimic everybody's station. I try to be different as much as possible. Because I know I have a relationship with God, and I want to do something different. But the knowledge is not just from people. It's from God, because I know my relationship with God. I don't utilize, sometimes, hey, look, hey, we all gain resources, gain it from other people. It just sticks in your head. But some things you let God will, take in, it's positive and His word. I let God do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that negativity in my life. Now, do we have, because, we're not, and as we grow, yes, we have negative stuff in our life going on. Of course, we have that because, and nobody's perfect. We're going to have that because, while you're in this earth, while we're in this world, but we're not of the world, you feel me? But it's like that. But we sometimes, hey, we need all that because, because we grow and learn from it. Um, but we don't have to be a part of it. You understand what I mean? I don't have to go to scenes where I know is going to be full of this and that, but I do go there sometimes. But as in doing the objectives and goals to look for friends, not really. You know what I mean? But then again, they're not. It's not because I'm judgmental. It's just you pick up the vibes, but you also want to know. You're not. You know what I mean? Like, you just know. It's not. Because in these times and days, I'm not trying to look for a drunkard. I'm not trying to look for that. And I can't go. Sometimes you can't go to church and find the friend you need. Sometimes. Because, I'm going to be quick. There's false people there. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why, it's kind of hard these days. But I trust God. I deal with my neighbors. Because you know what? Because that's called loving thy neighbors. You love the people that are around you where you could live in it now. And then God will put people in your place at certain times for various reasons. You got temptations. Like, temptations will be there. That enemy will try to put, or God will test you. Either or. Regardless, I look at it as a test. Sometimes I feel like, there'll be temptation or enemy tries, see boundaries and, he tries to, but then God will put, something where, okay, he puts the right people, but I feel like he will test you because, he wants to make you this, but you got to be firm, walk through the storm. You got to be looking straight for focus on Jesus. You got to keep it. You're not going to be perfect. You might lean like this. But you know what? Even if they thought, guess what? He's there to pick you up. So now, if you just trying to learn from other people and, believe in the other people, you'd be like, okay, they're going to pick you up and drown you, let you drown. Pick you up and let you drown. Or try to this and this and that. You got to put God first in your life. And like I said, I don't know it all. Like I said, I don't. I'm not here to be wise in my own eyes. I'm not doing this on my own understanding. But it's called building a relationship. And what I have learned so far, or I'm doing the best I can to share with you if you understand. Because it's what it's about. Your heart intentions, a relationship with God, and loving Him, and everything else. And I want to see people have that everlasting life. Read the Bible. I encourage you to. And, before I go, though, because I am, kind of, trying to get ready. But it says, for work, what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed. I work at Family Dollar, But anyways, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day in our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever, and amen. So you guys stay prayed up, stay blessed up. Keep your head up, build a relationship with God, the Creator, the Alpha and Omega, beginning and the first and last. Jesus Christ of Nazareth died on the cross for our sins and rose on the third day. And accept Him as your Lord and Savior. Get in prayer, worship, praise, whatever the case may be, you have to. Don't let no one bring you down and tell you how you are, no matter what they think of you. Like if you think you're slow or think you're, just know you're not. No matter what. Because I also know how that feels, So this has, don't let no one say you can't do nothing. Because you don't want to be discouraged. No, God, with Christ you can do anything. But without, you can't do it, but God, there's nothing hard for God. Trust me, the relationship and everything else. But stay prayed up, stay blessed up. It's encouragement. It's to help you, let you know that even when you're weak, he gives you strength. And you can do this. We can all do this. All you need is faith as mustard and childlike faith. And stay young, stay fruitful, and be life in abundance. And no, you're not a guest. He will accept you as you are, and He could change you. if you let it. You know what I mean? So God bless, much love. You guys take it easy. God knows the walk that we all go through. And hey, and another thing, don't be prideful, be humble. Nobody's better than the next. Because if you think you're all this and that, high above waters, and you live a highlight reel, just be careful, with that. Because pride is a tactic of the devil, because the devil could, make it, and he'll use that on you. Remember, only one is greater. God is greater. You're not better than the next. I'm not better than you. We're all a team. We're supposed to be a team. We're supposed to be brothers and sisters. Me, the Creator, at His feet. And He would, and hey, no matter where you are, He could pluck you anyway. Life is a vapor. We all could go at a minute of time. You never know what might happen. Nobody knows besides God Himself, the writer, the Creator, because He's not an author of confusion, and He does not lie. He's a Father of truth. So, there you go. God bless. Much love. Stay prayed up. And all the best what we can do is believe and try our best every single day. All right. Much love to y'all. God bless. And thank you. And God gets all the glory. And like I said, it's not about you and I. It's about God. It's God's ministry. It's not just me. It's not just me, but it's a relationship. But it's God's ministry. It's always been. But, but we share testimonies, or you share testimony. It's a testimony thing, and everything else is self competition when it comes to us. But, but it's, because you got to better yourself and be prayed up and stay. It's like, you want to be focused on God more. Let God be your leader. You know what I'm saying? And then, make it a self competition. Be like, yeah, put God first. And once you put God first in your life, you become way better than your past. And trust that. Much love and God bless.